Do you want to hear the 5 worst words when they're put together where it comes to nutrition or something that you're doing? Um, it's good for you. And maybe that's 4 words. I don't know if you're actually counting that contraction as 2 words or not, but that's besides the point. Because there's always this argument because it's good for you. And that's not enough sometimes. Sometimes you need to be doing something because it fits what you're currently doing. It's good enough. Maybe it's not what's good for you. Maybe it's not what's being deemed as the right thing to do. But let's put that aside altogether, because it's not, you shouldn't be looking at things as good or bad. You need to look at things that in terms of how they line up with your goals and how they fit your lifestyle. So you shouldn't be doing something just because it's good for you. You shouldn't force yourself to run because you heard it's good for you. You shouldn't force yourself to eat a certain food because you heard it's good for you. A lot of that stuff, a lot of times you hear that, it is marketing, or it's just, media or something like that. You need to remember, it's about you, it's about your lifestyle, it's about getting to your goal. So we need to make it fit, and it needs to work for you. So just because something is good for you doesn't mean you have to do it, doesn't mean you have to have it. And then if we take that a step further, when we analyze this, it's good for you. But why is it good for you? Why is it good for you to do cardio? Why is it good for you to include this in your diet? Why is it important? Why is it important to even consider it's good for you? Is it because there are some studies that show that it helps you? Is there some sort of a benefit that's been proven? Or is it just something that's being said or being believed, right? We have to be able to decipher. Is it because there's been shown to have some sort of an improvement? Is it been shown to have it in the effect that we're expecting it to have? Is it been shown to be able to put into practice? Because some of these things just don't fit the modern lifestyle. So it's important to just look at beyond this, first of all, this assessment of good or bad. Secondly, to see just because it might be considered it's good for you, it doesn't mean that you need to be doing it, because it might not work for you. And that doesn't matter how good for you it is if you can't do it, if this is making sense. The whole point is it has to fit your life, of course. And it has to line up with being better for your goal. And again, sometimes it's what other people might deem good for you, but it's always going to be independent. It's going to be unique. It's going to be context specific. You've heard me say this before. So work with your coach to help you to find out the plan that works for you the best, to line up with your goal. And we're going to try to incorporate as much of the things that might be good for you based on studies, based on things that line up, the big rocks that I already talked about. So more than likely you're already doing all the things that you need to be doing because it's good for you. And we don't have to worry about what we're hearing in the media, what we're hearing around in marketing, what other people are saying, because more than likely if you're doing the things, you're doing the inputs and you're measuring the outputs, that you're doing everything that you need to be doing that's good for you. And more than likely, if you're seeing the results, it's because it fits your lifestyle. So do something because it's for you and not just good for you.